Final update: my sister-in-law is in love with my husband. My husband and I decided that we need to be completely removed from sister-in-law's drama in order for us to focus on having a healthy pregnancy and family life. Ever since my husband left Tina on read, she started calling and sending a bunch of unwarranted and degrading texts about me and our children. He sent her a long paragraph that he showed me as soon as he got home, basically telling her off and told her that he would rather never speak to her again than listen to her talk bad about our family. He told her she would never be invited to any of our family functions and that she needed to check herself back into the hospital if she thought their sibling relationship was ever going to be any closer than brother and sister. He closed it off by saying he would let the family know the reason she was uninvited and that he hoped she's either seeing a therapist or finds one immediately. Her messages had pushed him to the breaking point, with the worst thing she said being that the reason I had 2 miscarriages in the past was because me and my husband don't actually belong together and that my body couldn't handle carrying any of my children to term because it wasn't meant to be. I expected her to bring something like this up, but I could tell it really hurt him, and that's why he didn't hold back from her. He then blocked her and told me he's changing our phone numbers as soon as possible. He called his parents and the oldest of his sisters that he's close to and explained to them why Tina would never be allowed to visit our home. He shared all of their text exchanges and they were mortified. He asked them not to share our address or our new numbers. They assured us that none of them planned on sharing this information with her. They then proceeded to tell us that she actually asked for my husband's work schedule and mentioned driving up a day early to surprise him. My father-in-law said he always knew Tina had a little crush on my husband, but after her outburst at our housewarming years ago, they had a conversation about her behavior and she told him that she had been keeping a diary about him since she was a teenager. She explained it was to process her emotions and to challenge negative thoughts, but all I got from it was that she had written about my husband for years. Apparently, she only stayed away from my husband because my father-in-law kept her in check and was able to get her hospitalized several times for being a threat to herself and others. My husband's family told us they would deal with her and apologized for thinking she had resolved her issues. Someone pointed out to me that Tina is potentially dangerous and could hurt me or our children, and this really scared me. My husband is going to upgrade our alarm system and purchase more cameras. I don't work summers and will most likely be out on bed rest by the time I have to go back to work, so he wanted to ensure the kids and I were safe when he's away from home. We live about 5 hours away, so she would really have to go out of her way to show up here if she somehow found out where we live. I'm hoping that this is the end of the entire situation and we never have to see Tina ever again, but I also hope that she's able to get the proper help she needs because she's clearly disturbed.